What is up, guys? This is going to be a very stellar, insane video. Probably one of the most stellar videos on this fucking channel. This is going to be a rich one because we're gonna look at several of these trades. I commentated them during the actual trading session. Hell, the market's not even closed right now. It's currently 1:54. The market's still going. I'm done. I'm gonna narrate these trades, how this happened, and I'm going to be showing you how I use my prep work, how I adjust my prep work throughout a session. But before we do that, I want to talk about something. Now, on the open, we ripped down, okay? We ripped down. We came down on the open, and we went all the way to this white box, which happened to be a target, and last night's prep. So, for those of you that are interested, I sell prep. You can go to my coffee, go up to the membership tab, and then you have to have a coffee account first. It's $133.33 a month, and the preps will be posted here. So, I post the preps there. Anyways, I want to show you guys a snippet from last night's prep talking about what could potentially happen. And I was talking about this down move right here. I was interested in an up move as well. Just want to show you that prep because this is what had happened. So in the prep, just so you know, yesterday's close was, roughly around here. In the prep, I talk about I think the market should go sideways. Most of the evening, it goes sideways, and then I talk about, it's in two critical areas. One of those critical areas is a down flush, and I explain in the prep how I would have taken this. Unfortunately, I showed up 40 minutes after the open, so I didn't get any of that move. We're still going to see some good moves from today, so fear not. I want to show you the prep, though. I want to show you the prep from last night. So here we go.
All right, guys. ES forecast here. Higher time frame. Still think it's down. 10-minute. I think it could go sideways because we have the mid-roll still in play, in my opinion, on the highest of time frames. Let's go to the 10. Quite a few things have been adjusted here. We have some very interesting things. I think if we hit this section, the 45, 50 section, I think we're going to blow through that thing like diarrhea. Now, you have this curve here. It's not the most beautiful curve. However, it is a curve nonetheless, and it has an EV2 almost hit the target twice during a session. There is a slight curve down here as well in this section. Well, let's take a look here. So this is the essence of a new curve. This is a 30-second. It's not curve worthy. However, it's an up channel. We want to mark out those channel pivots because those could all be stop runs. The gap has been adjusted, so the gap is smaller. Don't like this gap. There's too much taper on it. We have a low node here. This low node, if I drag this profile out, there's a small curve here. This low node is matching so much shit on the composites and the intraday. So I want to use these low nodes as a placeholder. Could we pivot off of them to go up? If so, then if we get clean pivots off these and we go up, I think that'll make the long on this white zone much better. Again, what are the other markets going to do? If they start to hold down on the downside and we're getting some sort of racking in here where it's pivoting both directions sideways, I'll be more confident in leveraging these red areas, even though it's not quite red on the 3-year for a short. Maybe a mid pivot on this yellow zone as well. Who knows? Either way, I'm really looking to potentially finesse it short if it starts to accept down there. Either way, I think it needs to go sideways. in the overnight and fill some of this in. 32nd, this is the new current curve in this section. I would like to see this just go sideways and not do anything rash. Jerome Powell does speak tomorrow, so that at 9 my time, so that could be an issue. So I think this is at two critical areas. Down here, it could puke. Up here, it could run. Especially up in this section.
All right, guys, that was just the forecasting session in that prep. So that was over an hour long. I actually start dragging out all the levels and setting everything up real time so you can watch how I'm doing it. And then I talk about what I'm doing and what I'm thinking as I go through that process. However, for those of you that don't want to watch an hour-long video, I timestamp the video so you have my forecast of ES, NQ, and Russell. And that was a snippet of the ES forecast section because the scenario played out. I was very confident in what could potentially happen, and that was a lot of sideways price action with a puke lower. Again, I wish I was here and not 40 minutes late to the session, but it is what it is. We're going to see some good trades. So again, if you guys are interested, you can check out this playlist right here. Those are full-blown forecasts. So if you want to see exactly what you're getting, that would be it. And then you can also go to the coffee, join the membership section, and I'll be posting those in there as well. Now, what's interesting about what we're about to see, for those of you who are interested in the prep session, prep never ends. The adjustments are constantly happening within a session. So the beauty about the prep session is you're learning how to set this stuff up. And as you learn how to set this stuff up, you can learn how to adjust it during the session and play intraday setups that weren't there during the actual prep. And you're going to watch that. You're going to watch these trades. You're going to watch how I make adjustments. So this is a pretty critical video for those of you who decide to go down this path. Without further ado, here is that trade session.
Alrighty, guys. So there are a few high probability things setting up in these markets. Let me bring ES down to a 30-second. I'm watching Russell. I want to see Russell tap this low node intraday right in this section, which it's doing now. I need it to go down to 77.4 right there. That is a bottom tick. Beyond a bottom tick, actually. I want to see if ES and NQ could potentially do the same. There's their prior pivots. I would like to see Russell stick on 74. I mean, if it drifts a bit lower, that's fine. There's the bottom tick in Russell. I'm going to mark that out so I know that it's pivoted. ES is interesting because it has the yellow box and the white box on top of each other, and it's pivoted a few times. So NQ is about to hit a very high EV section. So they just pivoted it. So that's an EV2 now. We're gonna. Not good. I'm going to start taking some paper cuts here. It's all right. It was worth the shot. We need to get out of that. We're down a little bit, which is fine. EV2. That bled a little harder than I'd want. Let's see what we're down. A couple, probably 5. 750, okay. Not a big deal.
So I'm going to just interrupt real quick. I checked the run P&L. I was actually never down 700 at this point. The most I was ever down at any given time in the red was $193 a lot earlier in the session. For some reason, that damn P&L, you got to refresh it at times for it to give you an updated P&L. So you guys know.
Have a max drawdown of 3. Just wait. Bottom tick, everybody. Yeah, we're on the bottom of the means too, which is really good. Sure would like to get the rest of the size in, but should pull that. That was also value zone too. Interesting. This current area. How up to date is that? So the market is sinking back in. It's pretty current. Let's see here. We're gonna hold. We need to be careful because of NQ. Russell's pushing a little further than what I want. What I like though is Russell's still in this low node pocket on the 3-year in the gray. And it's between 2 distribution curves. So that's good. Now also pay attention. Well, what's also good is there's a potential slip above me. So the market, when I got into this trade, had ripped up hard. And it came back in, but that's telling me there's weaker offers up here. Just waiting. What? There it is. See? That's what I'm talking about. Probably not going to get full size in. We're going to have to... We got to watch out we don't pivot here. But what I like is we're on the bottom of the mean. This is a mean reversion market currently. So what we're going to do is take off half. I really don't want to take off half, but we have to. It's what you should do at this point. Which, see how it didn't... See how it's going to blow through, so I'm going to move that half. I'm going to pull it there. So we are up 500 currently open. ES is about, or NQ is about to hit some heavy shit. I want a slight puke. Now NQ is in a downtrend, or it's like got a it's a channel. Watch NQ very carefully here. It's pivoting that section yet again. Russell is right above the slow node section. Can we get filled? No, we can't. The frustrations of it all, which is fine. Let it should shimmy back a little bit. We should get a bit of a shimmy. Russell is at the top of a range. We should get more than a shimmy. Let's kind of like wait. Come on. The way it's juking up into that POC is saying a lot. This needs to dump a bit. It needs to keep dumping. See, this is why we're waiting. This is why we wait. Try to re-engage it. Can I get it? I might be able to get filled. So that's my break even if I cut the whole clip. I need NQ to be a little bit higher. I'm kind of in a dangerous position, to be honest with you. Yep. We definitely don't want our stop down there. It's not super dangerous. This mean above me is so thick though that it should grab as seen. Okay, as seen on TV. Now I know that it's pivoted this 14. There's a good chance it won't do that again. There's a good chance that won't happen again. Russell looking good-ish, a little bit at the top of the range, but the bulk of the mean is above us on Russell, so that is a gravitational pull that should be hitting us in. Well, I know, okay, so there's a white box NQ, right, top right chart. This should start slapping. Let's cash flow a little bit. Just a little bit. Up 1,800 open, though. What did I tell you? Being down 750 is not a big fucking deal. And I'm fighting like hell for a very prominent setup here. Very high EV in this section. NQ. POC. POC pivot Russell. That is not a good sign. This is part of why we cash flow. Now it could jump. NQ looks fucking beautiful. Now here's the deal. I know you can't really see these fucking charts. This section has pivoted ES. So this is really solid. So there's a good chance ES is going to run up to 20s. There's an NQ, the way NQ is set up right now, NQ looks like it could run the fuck up here. 15s or what have you. I'm trying to get these 26, 25s ES. Now Russell, if Russell can hit this white box 82.6, it should run 86.4. The thing about it is, I would really prefer to see all three markets hitting these critical areas at the same time. Guys, please like this video. Like, do you see what I'm doing on the hard right edge and narrating for you? If you're interested in the prep, there's a description to the coffee. The prep's going to help you. What's good about the prep is you can take the skills you learn in the prep and apply it real time like I'm doing now. And this is not like somebody else's prep. This is good prep. These prep videos are long for a reason, guys. Because I'm showing you how to do all of this crap. See, we pivoted down there. So now we're like fucking EV3 on this. We're going to modify the text so we don't forget. Because if it does come down, we want to, and I expect there to be problems here. Like, I do expect this to have a hard time coming up because of how, like, high-noted this section is. This is why we pulled. So now we're EV2 ES. I can't modify that just yet because the trade's too close to my entry at this point. I really need this to pivot back. Russell is pivoting a low node. You can see Russell, those red lines right there. It's starting to pivot. That may not be enough to save this trade. Unfortunately, we need to just hold steady here. See, I don't like that mid pivot off Russell. That's why there is a scale. Way too close for comfort here. This is having a hard time going down, though, so there could be a rubber band effect where it pushes up fast. NQ puked way too much right there. We're gonna get out of that. What are we up? Okay, we're up 900. That's, see, we went from down 7 to up 9. Okay, that's fine. So now we can modify this. This is the fight, guys. To an EV2 value area Rith. These are getting better. Now what in the fuck is Russell doing? That's kind of really the question here. I'd like to see, what I want to see NQ do is bottom tick right here at that 55.75. That's what I want to see. If Russell can just give me a little bit of a bottom tick, NQ can give me that bottom tick, I'll take it. Whereas, like, see, that mid pivot is all contextual shifting. But since it did mid pivot, that's actually good. Modify the text on it, actually. Well, don't modify it, Fat Cat. Russell's setting up. NQ's setting up here. There's the bottom tick. Unfortunately, I didn't get full fill. We're not going to chase it. We're going to let it be. Just put it in. The stop is a place marker. That's roughly 12. I'm not going to like desperately try to, so there you go. I'm not going to desperately attempt to put in size. See, there is nothing good at this point. Like, there's really nothing. All right, it's starting to look good. We can attempt. Just give it a minute. Because Russell is pulling back up. We'll try to get it in right here. If not, that's fine. We'll let it go. I'm going to pull it back. I don't want to pull it. Let it come down. Let it come down. Let it come down. Come on. There it is. Very focused right now. Very, very high EV NQ. And also that we got a mid pivot. Russell, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Ooh, 33 contracts came in. I'll be talking about that on the Cult of Cat, my other YouTube channel. Link in the description. Has nothing to do with trading. Has everything to do with other fun shit. This thing smells good at this point. We have mean advantage too. See, and here's the deal. Getting the let's pay attention. Pay attention. attention. Watching NQ carefully like a hawk. This should be pulling. This 79 on Russell should be pulling. And then this 14 is going to pull too. Now this 60 might be pulling on NQ. NQ's a little goofier. However, NQ has a 3-year POC right where we're at now. There might be an inventory flush. We're going to start taking off a little bit. Kind of want to actually get flat. I think there needs to be an inventory flush. Get out of it. Completely a 2-tick loss, that's fine. It's taking too fucking long. Russell should really be pulling, and it's not. So that's telling me there's a problem here. We are in the middle of a wind out on all 3 markets. There's a flush. What are we down? We're up 1,000. Oh, interesting. Okay. I don't know. Seems like that P&L lags at times. Just wait. Another bottom tick in Q. In Q, oh, there's huge liquidity on me. Why is there liquidity on me? That 300 lot. I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm going to go ahead and get out $200 loss. This is not looking good as of now. $850. That's fine. Just really attempting to finesse a potentially killer hit. Bottom tick. All right. Watch the NQ carefully here. What is NQ gonna do? There may be more flushing. Yeah. This is not good. This is bad for me. See how it's not even tapping me? This is really bad. Come on. Come on. God, I hate it when it's like this. Come on. We gotta get the fuck out of this. Ah, you fucker. You filled? Oh, damn it. We're at 650. That's fine. We're attempting to catch bottom ticks that keep going. So it was worth the shot. What we do is wait. We wait. There could be something else going on here in this section. We wait. Huge flush. Back to value area low on this bad boy, which that's good. So what we're going to probably see all right, I'm going to chase this. I'm going to let the trade breathe. Want to probably pull this stop a little further. A little early on that, to be honest with you. See where NQ pivoted? I needed to let NQ pivot there. I needed to let NQ pivot and pull back, and I should have been hitting in this section on that pullback. A little early, which is okay. Not super stoked about what Russell is doing here, but Russell moves in a weird way. See, as I said, it's fine with that. It's no big deal. Now, and also cash flowing's really been saving a lot of what's going on. Also, we did pivot right around that value area low again. They fuck checked anybody who got in there originally. Not super stoked about this pullback. Never stoked about a pullback on my entries, to be honest, but you know, we do want to consider moving this. We have the ability to, like, we have the risk to do it. Just because 10 is right there. You guys sweating? Well, this is after the fact, so you know what happened. Not a big deal. Now, that stop will not stay like that. That stop will be adjusted. That stop will be adjusted. Depending on what happens on this upper side. Russell really has been hesitating to pull to that 79 up there, that POC. I think Russell's going to hit a cluster of stop runs and finally fucking run it. Didn't expect this up move to fail this many times on my entry. Unfortunately, I'm caught at the top of a range now, so that's not good. There's now a range that is built, and I'm at the top of the range. I'd rather be long at the bottom of a range. It wasn't like that when I got into this. Sometimes that happens where you get cycled out and then it just becomes a real fucking problem. This is why the stop needs to get a little bit wider, because now I'm kind of caught in a fucked spot. After I've put on the trade, this is the expected value of it all fucking shifting. NQ is like lurching lower, and that might just rubber band everybody. However, Russell is lurching higher. They're kind of going two different fucking ways, and ES isn't moving. So this is telling me there's this weird drift where these markets don't agree with each other. Now, this is starting to look really bad, actually. This is starting to look horrific for me. Again, I'm caught on the wrong side of a fucking range. It wasn't like that when I got into it. There you go. Come on, NQ. Russell's still holding this low-noted section. Let's see what fucking NQ can do here. That mean on Russell should pull the motherfucker. Very high EV count on NQ to the upside. There you go. For whatever reason, ES is a lot lower. Okay, ES is... See, ES is lower. Like, I put the ES trade on when NQ was right at the same spot. So, ES is lower than what it was. There might be a mid-pivot here. This is not looking super stellar. There you go. All right, now we're starting to pull on 79 sixes. So the markets were moving in a very sticky fashion. They all just jumped at the same time. That's good. Russ, you've already pivoted here. Problem with ES is it's sort of in this mid section. I'm going to probably cut this for like a tick depending on what happens here with NQ. I'm going to watch NQ very carefully. Actually, NQ's at a pretty pivotal spot. I want to get out of this completely. I'm willing to re-engage here, but not yet. This is like, here's the problem, is like, NQ could mid-pivot this, which it just did. EV1 mid pivot 3-year. Looks good now. The problem is the volatility is so excruciatingly low in ES that getting filled is a fucking nightmare at times. There we go. Oh, 33 contracts sold into it. Ah, yes. Uh-oh, Russell just top ticked. I did not catch that. Let's see if Russell can gun down that area. Getting a little overshooty. This is a very magnetic spot. I mean, there's been over 20-something thousand contracts that have traded here in the ES, so not super duper concerned. NQ is good to go. This is such a high probability fucking area for NQ, though. The problem is what Russell just did. There it is. Russell or NQ, in my opinion, once it should just hit a point where it just keeps ripping up. NQ, in my opinion, when it hits 66s, I think it should just keep ripping. But that's not reality, right? However, for me, that just looks to be the case right now. Russell is in a good spot. Russell's where I need it to be. Everything looks great. Everything looks fucking good. Everything looks fucking fantastic at this point. Everything looks good. Just need patience here. That's it. Just need patience. Need to sit. See, that's the thing, is when you understand how to build narrative and contextual queuing, this shit doesn't freak you the fuck out. And the story just keeps changing. I mean, something could happen where I'm like, this doesn't look good. Right now, it looks good. It looks really good. Look at Russell just pushing on the charts up in that white box. If it can just jump it, I think Russell could overshoot to 88 fours, to be honest with you. Yes, is way lower than what the fuck I thought it would be. There she goes. All right, so we can start removing a few things. There still could be problems here, like this could still shimmy and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Sitting. Delicious. And we have an EV2 section on ES right here. So I think there could be problems there. There might be a chance we get through that section. These are all 30-second charts, by the way. We're getting massive compression. Like, NQ is basically a wedge. NQ is basically a wedge. Russell. You look good, Russell. Looking real good there, Russ. What is that POC at? We do want to monitor that POC because it does stick out like a sore thumb. Like it is very ripe. Oh, and it's on that low node. Just want to kind of monitor what could happen here. I think we're getting a bit of a pullback. Well, I know we're getting a bit of a pullback. So this pullback is okay in NQ. That just makes it this much better. It pulled back to the edge of the white box, which is good. And guys, when I do my prep, you're able to see these charts better. You're not going to see shit in this stream. Don't get me wrong, a lot of this shit has changed since the last prep video. I do expect a pullback. Again, I expect this to be turbulent here. I expect some turbulence. Wow, looks like we can actually delete this. Looks like good old fucking NQ has pushed further than I would like, which is okay. Russell pivoting back up, which is beautiful. Russell's actually in a gap. It's not marked on its chart. I don't really mark Russell gaps, but I see it. Go on, NQ. Go on there, little buddy. Quite a bit of liquidity on 15 in the ES. And we bump to it really quickly. Really fast flush up, which is nice. NQ. This is... Fuck, NQ, man. If I didn't... I just, like, for me, trading NQ is so difficult because I don't know how to adjust the stops. I get whacked hard on that fucking market because I just don't know how to adjust risk in that market. So this is not looking good, actually. This looks like there might be a flush. A pretty hard flush. Gotta be careful. There could be a harder flush down. Russell might need a flush lower. That liquidity's on 15s again. Watching NQ very carefully here. NQ needs a stop run. Now here's the deal. We're going to probably get out of this if things continue to meander like this. We're looking at 83.7. This is going to be the top tick and the actual top tick in Russell. Now, NQ could drag it and put it beyond a top tick, which NQ is. This zone for NQ is so high EV that NQ should, in my opinion, fucking run. The reason it's, well, part of the reason it's not is because of this bulking mean on the ES. However, okay, we're beyond a top tick, which is good. I am going to scale this trade, by the way. I'm going to scale a chunk of it. When Russell hits 83s, I'm monitoring everything very carefully here. There we go. Looking very beautiful. Very beautiful. There is a slight top tick in NQ. That's not good. We do want to scale because of that. We're going to adjust. Let's see. We're up 2,600. But that's open P&L, so if this trade comes back, that could be a problem. So again, guys, you know, while we're sitting in here, this is an incentive for those of you that do decide to go down the prep route. It makes me want to do more of these videos for the community. So for those of you who decide to go that route, you're getting these types, you're going to get videos, more breakdown videos, more trade videos like this. Yes, it's going to the community for free. However, you're supporting the community by supporting the prep sessions. In turn, these videos will also help you because it's important we do give to the community. Something I've done for years and years and years and years and years. So anytime you see a top tick like that, you've got to scale. You've got to scale. So this is pretty much hit target. This other section above us is now our EV4 rating. For some reason, I can't modify it. I have to like really zoom out. Actually, you know what I can do? I can go to the 10-minute and modify it there. EV4, we're at this one. And also these videos are necessary as well, so you guys can see how to adjust prep, because prep isn't just prep, it is a constant adjustment, as you can see. We're gonna just hang out. I think Russell still has a ways to go. This can actually be deleted because we just ran it. Remember what I said? I think if it comes up here, it could just keep running and running and running and running. Now, unfortunately, it's not giving me the sustained run I'd like. However, oh, we're EV3 over here, by the way. This is really good. That's also a gap, so you got two things going on. You can see the arrows on the ES DOM, which is the middle. ES should jump to 19s. So we're gonna just sit in it, be patient. See, you're learning how to like be patient with trades and how like there's such a deep understanding of what's happening here instead of just panicking and shit. You know what I mean? As I said, I think this could just keep running. Now, I'm by no means a prophet. I'm not a guru. People have called me that. No, I'm a developing trader and I'm passionate about this. So you're seeing passion. And when I've stared at this stuff for so long that at this point you just have this sixth sense about things. I mean, you've seen me fight this and be wrong. You saw me. We'll see the P&L. You'll see the P&L. You probably already saw it. So there was quite a bit of fighting around break even and being up a couple thousand, being up 1,000 down to break even again, down to 700. So, things happen. Things could still happen. That's the reality of it. However, I feel very confident about what this could do at this point because of what has happened. ES is trying to hit the gap. Now, the thing is, ES is top ticking, so I do have a little bit of concern about that because it could dump in. So I would like to scale if it can hit that gap edge. I mean, I would like to scale now. What's preventing me from scaling, though, is what NQ and Russell are doing. This is why I really have been loving correlations. You can see there's a clear wedge here. There's a wedge in Russell as well. You can see that is very fantastic. ES does not have that really going on for it. And if I wasn't looking at correlations, I wouldn't be seeing these things. And normally I would have gotten shaken out of an ES trade. Now the correlations are just absolutely fucking beautiful. Isn't this cool though? Isn't this fun? If you're enjoying this, let me know in the comments. Say, hey, I'm enjoying watching this trade, Fat Cat. This isn't even a review. This is like Look at the clock in the bottom right. It's 12:53. This is happening right now. Like this is happening right now. So we're going to potentially start pulling at this gap edge. A little bit. We're going to see there's a very high node we should talk about on Russell. We want to 85.6, 85.6. Okay, we want to leave that low node right there. Just that's the 3-year, and then we want to put RVP. I think Russell should be able to pull that, and then we want to start taking off once that happens. I want to take off quite a bit, actually. This is a really stellar trade. That is value area high on intraday for ES, by the way. Now, solely analyzing ES, it's pivoted down here twice. So I with the compression in these other markets, for me, it seems, yes, there could be some back ticking. Again, there's some high EV shit up here. We just hold. Russell is pushing on the white box, so. And again, guys, the beautiful thing about the prep is it's not, again, I'm going to keep emphasizing this. They're long videos, which is good. You're getting the bang for the buck, but you can learn how to adjust during a session. Because this trade was not in prep. And this is really a huge stepping stone to learn how to do what I'm doing. If you're interested in that, I mean, I'm sure after seeing a trade of this magnitude, you know, it's interesting, right? So we have just 2 left right now. Took 6 off right there because of where Russell is. Now, what I'm going to do is this is just going to be a free run. I'm going to attempt to get it out to 25s. I'm willing to let the rest of this come back. Just so you know. Let's take a look at the P&L. We're up currently open quite a bit. Quite a bit of trades, actually. You know. So we do have an open P&L of $5,000. So we're going to walk away with at least 3 today, which is nice. Remember I said I'm not concerned about being down 700. See? And when you have a system, when you have this, you're confident, and when you are down, you don't freak out about it. That was an excellent scale. Do you see how the market is drifting back? Wasn't that a good scale, guys? I know it could keep going up. However, you know, oh, Russell hit target. Russell just hit target. Russell just hit target, guys. Russell just hit target. Now we're going to delete all this shit. It's done. Oh, my keyboard is not selected to the right section. I think Russell can pull up to this 88.4. We're going to go ahead and mark it. It may not, but 88.4. Here. What is that? 3-year. I love Jigsaw. Guys, if you want to save $30 on Jigsaw, link in the description. Use my affiliate link and then the coupon code. You need to do both of those if you'd like to save 30 bucks on this shit. I love Jigsaw. I fucking love. I want to have its babies. I want to have its babies. This is a juicy trade, isn't it? Again, if it don't work out, okay, well, fuck it, you know. I gave it a shot. I scaled. Oh, now here's the deal. ES didn't quite hit 4. What was it on the bottom end? It didn't quite hit 400. It got close, right? Same thing can happen. It doesn't, just because it's close to a strike price doesn't mean it's going to hit it. Looks like ES is, or not ES, Russell is holding this section. Russell could puke, by the way. I mean, this definitely looks like we could puke. For sure. That's why most of the size is out. Now this is an EV4 plus rating on NQs. Also, there's a bit of a target here as well in ES, right up in here. 20s. Should hit 2025. I think we should push higher. There's a channel here. That could stop run, actually. We actually want to look in this section. We want to zoom in while we're just waiting, and I'm watching ES out of my peripherals here. I want to take a look at these pivots in this region. Interesting. This is interesting. This region has been held down quite a bit. Like I said, this could be a pivotal point. I really do believe, this is why I scaled most, I do believe the market could just absolutely dump. However, since NQ is doing what NQ is doing, now if you look at Russell compressed and it's breaking out. NQ is still kind of at the beginning phases of its compression, or its wedgeness, if you will. So we just wait. See, I've not done this on this channel. before. So this is what you guys get. Remember, YouTube is not worth a shit for me. Like, YouTube does not pay shit. Those of you that support the prep, I'm gonna help you guys learn what's going on, and then eventually, modules will be built off of this. We're gonna learn. You're gonna have a specific module on gaps, and obviously that's its own thing that'll be paid for. However, what's good about the prep is you're getting a lot. You're getting the whole thing at once, and you're just seeing it every day. Because ultimately, that's what all the components lead into. The gaps lead into this, these profiles, these expected value deals, and then the order flow. The order flow, in my opinion, is one of the last things that should be baked into it all. Because if you learn the order flow and you don't have like the system to lean on, and I just think the system and the setups are a little more important than the order flow. The order flow is absolutely imperative, in my opinion. I see, when I started building a course, I started with the order flow section. The problem is, it's like, well, these people, sure, now you know about a lot about order flow and being nimble, but you don't have setups to practice. And for me, I'm like, that's kind of like, I just don't feel good about here. Now you know about order flow, but now you got to go find setups. I think learning these setups first is good. See, this is beautiful. Just patience. That's it. We don't look at the open P&L right now because we don't want to get disappointed when it does, if it does come back. Paying attention. See how relaxed I am? I am watching the markets very carefully. Not panicking. It's so very close to the high of day. Now I think there's a cluster of stop runs right up here. And yes, as it's starting to stop run, it should move a little bit faster than that. NQ is no longer a top tick. Now I'm really watching that 88.4 on Russie. I'm not sure if it. Well, let's actually look. Let's pull up a 10. Oh wow. Wait a second. Oh, these four red lines I said could blow out and Russell could just keep running. Actually. Okay. It actually may go through that section. Yeah, it definitely could potentially go through that section. All right. This is taking a million fucking years here. Just waiting. Now, what I think I'll do is cut here, and then since we're just waiting for a target to run, and then edit in the final takeoff on this. Sorry, guys, the mic was muted. Oh, that came in really loud. The mic was muted. I pulled off. I mean, we were at target. We're at the high node here on Russell, and then we just hit target there. I don't know if I can actually get 25 on that, so I pulled one at a time. No, I don't want fucking MacroWorks software to come up, please. So let's see how we finish the day out. Cool. Oh, a lot. There you go. It's updated. Not bad. Quite a few trades. Had some problems, you know. There you go, guys. Not bad at all. And yeah.